Okay, so this is the best I got. We're not on this map anymore. Just ignore all this stuff. This is all theater of the mind at this point. So there's a flying carpet caught high up in a tree. We don't know it's a flying carpet yet, but it's interesting enough that we're, especially Krell, intrigued by it. Krell tried and failed. He was close. So I kind of felt like, man, if there's something I could do to put him just over the top, like a little nudge. But I think it just means he can't quite do it. So I think the only option I have is to go with Renario. And I'm going to give him the same thing. But my plan was if Krell fell to use Featherfall, which, how fun would that be? I never got a chance to use it. But I don't think you can cast that except on yourself, which kind of sucks. Right? It's a self spell. I should check that out. I should have checked it up before. I'm pretty sure, because I remember thinking I didn't like that I got that spell because of that. Range, self. You may cast this spell when you fall. It just makes it not a very useful spell because there's just not that many times you fall. I suppose if it happens once and saves your life, that you'll feel different about that. I'll feel different. So, I think our only chance here is for somebody else to do the climbing. Renario. Now I do have a thought about that. He would get advantage for his thieving ability climbing. So let's do it. So Renario is going to try to climb. Same thing. So he's at advantage, but if he misses the 18 by 10 or more, he falls. Oh no. Nat 1. Thankfully, it was at advantage where he only rolled a 7. And because he's at +3 dex, that puts him at 10. So he didn't fall. But it was close. And I forgot to say that I would be using a rope and a grappling hook, but I think that goes without saying. We just can't get this damn thing. All right, we got to give up on it. Shoot. I think what I will do, though, is roll another random encounter during this portion of things. Only on a 1. And there's a 1. Is it the moose again? No. Oh. Okay, so it doesn't happen while we're doing that. A newly built home is being blessed against evil spirits by a priest of Ninur. I got to see what that is first. But before I get to that, I just had another thought. On the notion of the flying carpet, there's also an elf corpse in wizard robes lying at the base of the cliff. So I think it's fair to say we could also go that route and try to climb down. So what I'm going to do for that is the same. I'm going to make it the same check, but to try to get to the elf. So again, Krell will be the first one to try. And he only gets 1, so he's got to get to an 18. He got it. All right, so Krell is able to climb down safely. And he sees there's an elf in wizard robes. Does the elf have any treasure? I'm going to just... It's a magic user. I think it's likely that they would have something. But I'm just going to do it as like a random encounter check. So 4, 5, or 6 has something. And then we'll figure out what. Okay, there's something. Should I just roll it on the regular chart and then make it something of that value? And maybe try to make it something useful. That's what I'm going to do. I'll do my best to make this work. We're just going to call it a 0 to 3 treasure and hope for a high roll. 60. That's not bad. Let's use this one. 60. Died. I'm afraid to pause because my pause just ruined my... Okay, this makes sense enough. Dyed red cloth, it says cassock, but that is his robe. It's his wizard robe. Duh. Because we even said that he has a wizard robe. And it's worth 25 gold pieces. So it's a treasure. Is there anything special about it? I'm going to give myself a weird chance at this because wizard robes are often magical. So only on a 19 or 20 are we calling it magical. 8. So no, not magical, but fine robe, and I might even want to wear it. We'll see. But it's worth the treasure anyway. Okay, cool. I'm good with that. How that worked out. And then the next thing was going to be... Sorry, I rolled a random encounter here. A newly built home is being blessed by a priest of... Ninur. 40. Okay. Thought I might be able to find that on the... Darn it. Nope. So, I can't find it. I thought I might be able to just scroll through the deities real quick and see it. And I either just missed it. Oh, wait, no, here it is. Here it is, okay. Oh, no, I scrolled again. Ninur. Okay. It says family, portfolio, demigod, house, careful defense, and So it is a lawful deity. That means... Shoot. What am I doing here? Sorry. Newly built home is being blessed against evil spirits. So, let's follow this up a little bit. Let's talk to him and see what he says. He's lawful, so he's blessing it against evil spirits. Why? Why, buddy? Do you believe there's evil spirits in here? Obviously he does. Is there something dangerous? We better just check it out. Let's see what he says. Let me do a prompt check and see if that helps me out with anything. But otherwise, we're just going to go in and see if there's some that... Okay, I used a different chart this time. I came up with the result. Hide community. I'm going to check on my normal chart too. Divide fears. Hide community. Divide fears. So that tells me maybe there is. Community is like a group of evil somethings in here. Fear. Divide fear. So they're sneaky or hiding or hard to see, hard to find. Could be like ghosts or something. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. All right. A newly built home. All right, I have a home. Let's do this. I'm going to try... this may not work with my... Nah, it probably won't with my camera where it is. But we'll see. I've got this home right here. It's awesome. It just sits here. I've never used it. It's awesome. Can you see it at all? Let's see. Not really. Not really. So it's a pretty cool miniature home. Oh, I got dice in here. A whole bunch of dice. So we're going to go into this home. Let's see. Let's go to the lower level. I think it pops up. I think the level pops up, so I can... Probably should have paused for this. Okay, we're going to go in and treat it like a dungeon with the most likely scenario being that there's like undead in here. Some kind of low-level undead. So here we go. Let's charge in. Let's go. Let's have... Tank's always our fighter. Let's have Tank and Thane kind of lead the charge in. Is there actually a door? No, I just need to kind of pretend. Can you see that? You kind of can. It's not bad, actually, huh? So we'll have Orgo move to the back and Thane move to the front. We're just going to go in. I could even dress this up if I wanted to. I don't think I'm going to because I'm afraid to pause the video. But let's roll. Let's roll. Let's roll and see what's up. I have too many windows open or something. I'm having a hard time getting around all this. All right. Dungeon-y stuff. So we're going to treat it like 2 levels of the home because I pulled off another level. So we'll see what's in the first level. I do think there's something. I do think there's something based on this. It's a newly built home. So let's just treat it at first like going into a random room and see what happens. And then the second one we might do a little bit differently. Okay, I'll just roll right in here. 16 solo monster, average PC level +1. And it says, okay, let's do this. Let's do it the way it's supposed to be done. I'll roll a couple of details on it. 0, 0, 0. Man, I just wasted my best treasure roll ever. Whew! Waiting silently in ambush. That's perfect. Roll 3 mutations from the core rules. That makes sense. Okay, we'll do this on the fly. Why not? Cool. Monster mutations. We get 3 of them. We're just creating basically a boss monster, solo monster, on the fly. We have 12 wings. Ooh, 9. It's very fast. This sounds dangerous as hell. And 7. Paralytic touch. Oh my god. Wings, very fast, paralytic touch. This guy was all over this. Okay. I need to kind of create a creature. But I think it is a something. Wings may not mean wings. It may mean it can fly. And it said, what was solo monster? It said PC level +1. So that would put us at like a 4. So let's take a look at the 4 chart. And I'm actually going to pick what makes the most sense as opposed to if there's something on here. I think I got it. Wow, crazy. So it is a... I do have to pause it. I love this. I love everything about this, but I'm going to pause it real quick. Okay, so we go into this home, and we are going to encounter a ghast. Just makes all the sense in the world. But this one has wings, not wings, but it flies. So it's kind of like somewhere between a ghast and a ghost almost. It's super fast. It does have a paralyzing touch. It already does at baseline, so that's not actually a mutation. It just drew me to that conclusion that, oh yeah, it's a ghast. So with all the fast and lying in wait and everything, I'm going to give it advantage on initiative. It's more likely to go first and surprise us. Maybe it should just automatically have initiative. I got a 16. I think I probably should. No, 1. I felt like it probably should at least get initiative. I guess what I'll say on that note is, can we see it? So we come in, it maybe doesn't get the initiative check, but can we even see it? Can we find it? Because I feel like everything we've heard about this situation means it's going to be hard for us to even find it, even if we want initiative. So I'm going to give it a hide check, stealth check, and us a perception check or whatever. And 16, we still got it. So we do find it, but we see this kind of floating spirit in the corner. If you didn't see it, that's where it is. And Thane notices first because he knows what he's looking for, and he's up front. He's gonna try. What does this thing say? Living creatures near. He's gonna say, look over there. Oh, that doesn't make sense. Okay, never mind. Can he do, what I'm trying to get at is, can he do turn undead? I don't think he can destroy it with turn undead. Can he even do it? Undead creatures must make a charisma check. I remember that I ruled this last time that it didn't have to, but that doesn't make any sense. It wouldn't have a good charisma check. I'll roll it. I'll roll turn undead for him. 14, and then I'm going to give her two chances to be it. That's still way too easy to get rid of it. 20. Okay, it will not be turned. I didn't really want that anyway, but I'm not counting that as a missed turn. He got his turn, but it didn't work. Okay. Abbott's gonna run in and fight. He's usually our leader. So he comes over here, swings away, but right when he gets there, carry on stench. Living creatures DC 12 con. The first time it's within near, or disadvantage on attacks and spells for 5 rounds. So DC con 12. 14. Abbott's good. He smells it, but he's like, he's got a tough nose. So he's going to swing. It doesn't say anything about it can't be harmed by weapons. So, I didn't try to rage. That was my rage check. No, that's just an attack, and I missed. I want to stay far away if it stinks. So let's go for magic missile. 12 hits for 4 damage. Same thing. Nura will shoot a bow. No advantage. 14, that's going to be a hit, I think. Yeah, Nura. D8 plus 3. 6 damage. Alright, no more Al check, though. Renariel. Renariel's going to shoot also. We're all at range. Good lord. 19 is a hit. He's not going to sneak on a sneaker, though. I don't see that happening. 5, 15. And who else? Oh, I'm too far away with Orgo. Orgo's gonna, he doesn't have a good angle here. So he's gonna come running across the room, leap up on the table, and leap up to get to be able to see over these boxes and stuff, crates, and throw an axe while he's in midair. Just for fun. And a nat one. So I was going to say, I'm not even going to roll like an acrobatics thing because it's just for fun. No, he totally flubs this. He's a short dwarf. You ever see that? If you're a WWF fan, did you see when Mr. McMahon like tore both of his quads trying to leap into the ring? That's what's going to happen. Orgo comes over here. He's in heavy armor. He tries to jump up on this table and just bites it. His like little stumpy legs hit the table and his axe goes flying and he never even gets his attack off. And he's laying there on the table prone. And at that, we're done. And the ghast gets to go. 2 claws. I think it's going to swipe at Abbott, who's right there. +4. That's a hit. 2 claws. 1d8. 8. Oh, Jesus. He doesn't have a ton of... Oh, he does have more hit points, even though he's low level. That's funny. Plus paralyzed. Paralyzed. DC 12 con or paralyzed. 1d4 rounds. Come on, Abbott. 5 is not good enough. I think this is a Benny situation. I don't think we want Abbott paralyzed. So, Benny. A luck token. Luck token for Abbott. DC 12 con. 10. Oh no. Guess what? Abbott has a +1 con because he's lost his +2 because he lost 2 points of con a few sessions back. So he's paralyzed. And my luck token is gone. He's paralyzed 1 round. So he just can't go next turn, I guess. And on that note, oh, would he go for the... How would we do this? He's paralyzed. He's going to... I was going to go paralyze somebody else, but he would take advantage of this. So, I would say... Advantage... I'm going to say automatic hit. He's paralyzed. He can't defend himself at all. I'm going to say it's an automatic hit, but I'll roll damage normally. 5 damage. Okay. And then this thing is going to fly away. Yeah, it's going to fly away. So on that note, I'm going to pause again because we're going to do... I know what I'm going to do. Well, let's figure out what we're going to do. I know what I'm going to do, but let's figure it out. We are going to the next level of the house. And I got all these dice in here, so... And it's too high up, but we're just going to... It's the same thing. The second level of the house. This thing is flying up to the second level of the house, where I think there's more undead because it said community, right? So let's roll... I don't think I need to even roll this, but let's roll it anyway, because sometimes it gives me a good idea on the what's in the dungeon room type thing. It's a D20, right? 4. Here we go. Hazard. There's got to be more monsters too. I guess I'd call this ruins. 7. I'm just looking for some kind of... Oh, nope. 3, 4. Okay. This makes sense. Okay. I don't have a thing for this right now. But here's what's going to happen. We're going to run up after it. Abbott's going to be okay because he's now unparalyzed, but this thing takes off and goes up to the next level up. By the way, the hazard says unstable columns. I like that. That's potentially something. I'm not quite sure what, but something. The whole group's going to get back together. Thane's going to go ahead and try to do a heal real fast on Abbott. We're going to go upstairs. Just regroup. Should anybody else do anything else different? Now he's back hiding. Same spot. Okay. Thane for the heal before we go running up. Thane's going to try to heal. 10 is good for D6. I haven't figured this one out yet. D6 or 2D6? 2D6. Is that right? Crazy. For 7 points of healing. He's still taking a shot. Okay, so now we're going to go up. And it's a new combat. And there's reinforcements because we know there's a community. What are the reinforcements? They're going to be undead. So let me figure that out. All right, so here's what we have. I made a couple rolls on charts to come up with an idea about this. Came up with rats, and then I thought, okay, that makes sense. Like skeletal rats. So we'll turn our rats into skeletal rats. There are 6 of them. And what makes the most sense? Giant rat, probably? But we'll just treat them as undead. Community of giant rats. That's kind of cool. So undead. Yeah, I like that. 6 giant rats. I don't even have... So here's the thing. I don't even have rats, right? So there's rats running around up here. I'm not going to play through that on the map. I love when the numbers work out like this. What's going to happen is we're going to roll initiative. Oops. Over again. Because it's like combat's starting over again. All the good guys are going to go on blue, and all the bad guys are going to go on red. Nobody gets any advantage. We're just winging it. Kind of have an idea how I'm doing this. Oh, no. Surprise. Okay. So for the surprise, that means one character gets to go do their rolls at advantage. That's going to be clearly the Wraith thing. So she's going to swoop down as they're coming up the stairs or whatever. And because Abbott's wounded already, I'm tempted to go after Abbott, but I think I'll make it complete random. So, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. Ooh, this makes sense too. Thane. She's going after Thane. So, at advantage, it's tricky. 2 attacks. Living creatures the first time within near. Oh. So now the stench is going to take effect for everyone. Abbott already passed it. So first let's do Thane. This is going to get tricky. Thane. is at disadvantage on attacks and spellcasting. Oh my gosh. I gotta chart this. Disadvantage thing. Renariel. Con 12. I don't think he's got it. 10's close. Nope. Renariel is out. Not out, but who's that? Orgo? Oh no. Orgo? Oh boy, this is bad. Nura is safe. And Krell. Krell. I was hoping for Krell because spells, right? Whew. Bad news bears. Okay. So here's the other thing I think I'm going to do. Disadvantage. Oh, he gets 2 attacks on Thane. Sorry. I've got to borrow my own dice here. So at advantage, +4. That's going to hit on my purple die. Get that thing out of here. That's bull. That's bull. We don't want that one. We want this one. Okay. So Thane is going to take damage. And this is bad. D8. 2. Good. That part's good. Thane takes 2. Habit's taken 6. Second attack at advantage. Oh wait, paralyze. DC con 12 or paralyzed. Come on, Thane. Good. Thane's okay. So then should the second attack go on Thane also? No, because Thane passed. Well, do I do the con paralyze every single time? I guess I would. So on that note, she'll attack randomly. Thane again. 17. Another hit. D8. 8. That's enough to put him down, right? Oh no, he actually had more hit points, I think. 8. He's got 15. So he's not down, but he has to make his con check. Con 12. Oh no! 11. Does he get a bonus on con checks or anything? Nope. So he's paralyzed. That one wasn't fair. Here I go again. That bounced off stuff. 4 rounds. This is getting ugly fast. Okay. So here's what we have. Now there are 6 rats. With the surprise round, we were focused on her. These rats come skittering out and clanking their bones, and they're going to each attack our characters once. Thane is really fucked because he's paralyzed, so he will just... What do the giant rats do? Hopefully not much. 1d4 plus disease. So I think what I said was for paralyzed, automatic hit, but roll damage normally. So he'll take 2 damage. Disease, DC 12 con. Ooh, this is big. Safe. Safe from disease. Woo! So he's not dead and he's safe from disease, but he's paralyzed. So we gotta find a way to protect him. And he's my caster who's supposed to be able to turn undead on all these other little bastards. Okay, so do we go after her? Well, all these other rats have to go. Okay. Rat on Abbott. They have +0. So they need high rolls. Rat on Abbott. Miss. Rat on Renario. Hits. For 1 damage, but is he diseased? He's safe. On Orgo. Miss. On Nura. Miss. And on Krell. Miss. Good. Okay, so all the rats went. All the bad guys went. Do we cut down the rats, who are 5 hit points each? Can't even be turned. I think we go straight after this broad. The Wraith, or the, not Wraith, Ghast. Okay. She probably would have flown away as opposed to being just standing there next to us. Because she moved double speed. So I am going to say she moves away. The stench has already taken place because she got close. So on that note, can I cast spells at something far away if I've got, like, I'm assuming there's a rat next to each person. I think the question is, can she get far enough away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She can't, if we're giving this the confines, she can't actually get far enough away that we can't get to her. So Abbott is going to try to get to her. And I think I already, so he's going to do the same thing. He's going to jump up on the table. It works so good for Orgo. And he's going to leap through the air and try and chop her down. Doesn't have rage or anything. Does have a nice weapon. Oh my god, you can't write this stuff any better. Nat 1. He crits. So he also trips. You dwarves gotta learn. This table is too high for you to jump on. Son of a bitch. Orgo, I want you to run around the table carefully and go chop this bitch up. 10. What is that? 13. That's a hit. D6 plus 1. 6. Ooh, that's a kill shot. Woo! That's a kill shot because we already had wounded her pretty badly. And I think she's done. Disadvantage on attacks though. Disadvantage on attacks. I gotta roll that again because he was on. Yep, he's on the list. Disadvantage on attack. Still hits, so I'm keeping it. Okay. So she's dead, thank God. Now all we have is the rats, who are gonna be pesky with my fighters all out there. Renariel is gonna try to slice away at 1. We want the ones. We want to get rid of Thanes first. So Renariel is gonna try to slice at 1. And he is at disadvantage, right? They're not super hard to hit, at least. They are AC 11. Oh, why did I say slice? 7. He misses. If I had used his crossbow, he'd be okay. But that doesn't make sense anyway. He's got a hand-to-hand here. And on that note, I think Nura's in the same boat. She's got to try the longsword. God, that seems dumb, but she's right next to one. So, okay, here she goes. Disadvantage. 10. Nope, because she's got a -1. -1. So she's actually only a 9. It's horrible. And Krell. Can Krell do anything? He is also at disadvantage, so I don't want to risk. This is bad. I don't want to risk my magic missile. How about... I imagine I can't sleep him. How about protection from evil on Thane? Protection from evil. Chaotic beings have disadvantage on attack rolls. I think that would help. So we're gonna try to cast protection from evil on Thane, or do we try to kill something? No, because he doesn't do enough damage anyway. I don't think. Yeah, he doesn't do enough damage anyway. Okay, so he's gonna try and cast protection. He got it. 12 and 18, even at disadvantage. Protection from evil. He's casting it on Thane. Chaotic beings have disadvantage on attack rolls and spells. It's only rats. But they'll, instead of disadvantage, since he's paralyzed, I'm going to make it that they have to roll. I've been saying it's an automatic hit. They have to roll. Not a disadvantage, but they have to roll. Which still is going to be not impossible. Okay, so it's their turn though, right? Because that's all of us. Oh man, we didn't kill a single rat. So there's still one rat on each of us, is the way I'd simplify that. So... and they're not at advantage or anything. Orgo, I'll just go in order of kind of where they are. Orgo gets hit. Jesus. For 2 damage. And he's got to save con. Nope. So he's diseased. D4 con damage. Oh, D4 con damage, not -2 con. Okay, that's what his disease is, not hit points. Abbott is laying prone on the table like an idiot. So the attack's at advantage and it hits. D4. 4 damage on Abbott. This is just ugly. And he's got to make his con check. 14, he's safe. Thane, it has to roll, not at advantage or disadvantage. It misses, good. Renariel, it misses Renariel. Nura gets hit, I believe. That's bad. Yep. Renariel gets hit. Or, I mean, Nura. For 1 damage, but the risk is the con. So, Nura's con check. She's safe at a 16. And Krell. Oof, I don't want Krell being attacked. 3 misses. Okay, so we've got a chance now to do some damage. So, Orgo. Let's just start attacking. Orgo, attack a rat. Do I want to try and do this thing where it's like which rat, which? No, I just don't. Orgo is going to attack a rat, but he's at disadvantage, right? 7. And they're an 11. And he's +4. Whew, that was close. D6 plus 1. Nope. So it does 4. Orgo's rat has taken 4 damage. Abbott is going to attack his own rat. He's not at disadvantage. 13 is a hit for him. D10 is somewhere. 7. Okay, we have a dead rat. We're down to 5. Renariel is going to try to shoot the rat. No, it just doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense for him to do that. Somebody's got to do it, though. Nura. Nura will get out of here because she's so much better at range. Actually, here's what's going to happen. Abbott is going to run over here where all the rats are. Renariel is going to go this way and try to shoot the rat that's on Orgo. He's at disadvantage. But he still hits. Good. And it only had one hit point left, so it's dead. Nura is going to get out of here now that Abbott's here taking care of business, and she's going to try a ranged attack. And she's at disadvantage. No, she's not. She's not at disadvantage. Good. She hits for D8 plus 3. That will kill one. Down to 3 rats. Krell is going to just attack it with his staff. He doesn't know what else to do. That's a hit. He's so awesome with that staff. It's crazy. Could he possibly kill one? He'd need to roll the 4. He does! Dang, Krell, you're a badass. Now there's only 2 rats left. And they're going to attack randomly. So I have my order of characters on my sheet here because now they're spread all over the place. This one is the first one. Mother. It's a miss. It's a miss anyway. So I don't even need to check who it attacks. And the second one is also a miss. On a 1. We should be able to take care of business now. Abbott, go for it. Let's have Abbott go first because he can probably kill one. 6 plus 5 is a hit. Right? Yep. For D10. For 7. Kills one. And who else is most likely to kill? Nura. Nura's going to try and get the other one. But she misses. So Orgo's going to run up and attack it. I can run through this fast, I think. And he kills it. Okay, so dead, dead, dead. We are going to roll treasure. That was pretty scary. We got to make sure that Thane is okay. He's just paralyzed, right? He's the only one who got... No, Orgo got diseased. Thane got paralyzed. So we just need to wait for the paralysis to wear off. This ended up being a nice long one. Let's play this out like there's treasure. We'll do 2 treasure checks, one for the rats, top floor, and one for the ghast, bottom floor. So rats first. Do the rats have any treasure? No. Does the ghast have any treasure? No. Now, I remembered this time. Treasure sniffer. So I have 3 dwarves who might be able to sniff out some treasure. So I'm going to try to sniff out treasure from the ghast with one of the dwarves. Nope. With the other dwarf. Nope. And with the last one. You gotta be kidding me. Finally. Okay, we'll take 1 treasure and you like it. Take 1 treasure and like it. And it is going to be... Yep, it's on the higher treasure chart. 4 to 6, so that's good. And we get 20. Didn't we just get a 20? We sure did. Is that worthy of a reroll? No, I can't reroll that. can't re-roll it all together, even though I just got that. This makes sense. Large, well, kind of. Large brass brazier suitable for lighting a throne room. That's fine. Okay. That's something. That's at least something. Whew. Do we need to do any damage control stuff here? We probably do. I don't think there's any more dangers here. We took out both levels. Unless I want to go, ooh, there's an attic. Just kidding. Do I need to roll all this healing stuff? Yeah, I guess I probably do. So, what do we have here? Abbott has taken 10 hit points of damage. Thane has taken 12. While I don't like the prospect of him healing himself first, I think he has to. So let's try to heal himself first. Cure wounds. And if I miss, then I miss because I've already used my luck token. And he... Oh, no! Oh, no. He loses cure wounds? How many nat ones did I roll this time for my group? Cure wounds gone. So on that note, what we need to do is see if Nura can heal. And so Nura is going to be looking to heal Thane, first of all. I'm going right away on the curative, 15. Good. Equivalent to a potion of healing. And that means, I think, potion of healing scales, right? Potion of healing. Level 0 to 3 heals 1d6 hit points. Okay, good enough. 1d6 for Thane. 4. So Thane still has taken 8 hit points of damage. I'm also going to try to do that for Abbott second. Abbott also gets a heal. And he also gets 4. Nice. Now I'm going to try Thane again. Keep it going, Nura. No. Okay, next thing. She gets to do all kinds of herbal remedies here. And I'm going to say we do this outside. We go back out with that priest and we're huddled around so we're not in like a danger zone or whatever. And she's going to try... Restorative. Ends one poison or disease. Orgo is diseased and is suffering of -2 con. So let's try and get that out of here. Nope. Another one. Oh man, I didn't use Phobane. Gosh darn it. And Sav is only an 11 and she's got INT +1. So I need to roll 10s to get the 1 hit point healed. So I'm going to do as many of those as I can, which might be 0. So let's start with Renario. Nice! Renario heals. Should that be 2? That's pretty weak. Or should he heal all the way up? I'm going to say he heals all the way up. No, it's too weak. So Renario has taken... Oh, he only had taken 1 hit. So yes, he heals all the way up. Orgo, that's too bad. I should have done Orgo first. Orgo heals. Orgo again doesn't. So Orgo heals 1 hit point. Okay, so that's all my healing, I think. And are we at a good enough stopping point or not? We might not be. Oh, we're still at this flying carpet place. Unsafe, check every 3 hours. I lost track of days. You can bet your ass I have no idea what day it is or how many hexes we've done today. So I'm going to say we need to rest anyway because we've lost stuff. like we lost spells and stuff like that. So we're going to try to rest in this hex, I guess, and camp out. We're calling it a night. Do we need to do any more random encounter checks? I don't even think so. So I've had enough action for one day. Camp. Can we find a camp? Meh, decent enough, because a 9, below 9 is where I'm in trouble, and I have at least a +1 bonus to my check on that. So we do need to roll random encounters through the night. Check every 3 hours, so I guess we would do 3 of them. And we've got a random encounter. So now, do I roll it on this? That wouldn't, I don't think that makes sense. Oh, maybe. I'll roll this and see what happens. Nope, this is the same priest. So it's not that. So it's going to be a random encounter in the Highland. I think I have a chart for that. Yeah. Let's try this. I'm going to try... I've got a cool chart for this. It's just going to take me a second to get there, if it lets me. What? Here we go. $2d12. This is a different chart. It is Fomoria, which I haven't played yet. 14. Oh! Woo! Things could get crazy. Okay, that's good. An ogre comes across the party while we are sleeping. Is this where I roll to see if I can avoid it? Let's do it this way. Distance. Pretty close when we find out. It is late at night. Building nesting. So maybe he's looking for a place to camp too. He's pulling twigs off trees or something like that. Do I roll the reaction or I roll... I'm going to roll... I think since we're sleeping, I think he would find us. Even if we like tried to hide or whatever. So let's roll the reaction. 2. Hostile. Absolutely hostile. So we have an ogre. And we're not going to fight it right now. Because that's how we're going to kick off the next session. With a tired group and an angry ogre. All right, we'll see you next time. This was a wild one. This was fun, especially with all the dwarves falling on tables. Terra Invictus.